Hello, my name is Stephen Stone. I've been a long-time writer and reviewer for The Absolute Sound, but today I'm coming to you from a different venue, Howard Mueller's listening chair. So what I come to talk to you about today is a CD player, actually a CD Transport and Ripper from Shanling, the CR60. This is what it looks like. One side, the other side. So it's a kind of piece that longtime audiophiles are going to think is very inexpensive and a pretty good buy. And young audiophiles, the kind of guys who have a Fosse system, are going to think is pretty expensive at $300. At least that's what the current price is now. When this video comes out, I'm sure, hopefully it'll still be the same price, but there's no way to tell. On the back of the Shanling, you'll find quite a few inputs and outputs. Starting from the left to the right, you'll find a little switch which goes from Ripper to Transport. Then you'll find a 12-volt power supply, which takes a barrel. Then next to that is a 5-volt Type C, so you can power it from a wall wart if you wish, or from your computer in theory. The next three are for the Ripper. You have a USB-B, a USB-C, and a USB-A. The USB-A you can also attach a drive to. Next to that you have the transport connections. You can use the USB-A for an output as well as to connect to a computer, or actually a hard drive in this case. You also have optical and coaxial outputs, standard digital outputs. So that's what the back of the Shanling CR60 looks like.
Being as it is strictly a transport with no analog outputs, it's hard to really say that it has a sound. I mean, if you compare it with another digital device that also outputs digitally, and you could do an A/B test, and some people in the world, I suppose, will claim that they hear a difference. But personally, as long as it's functioning correctly, it shouldn't have a sound. It should just be transporting the digital information to your DAC, which might have a sound, or your preamp, which might have a sound, or your cables, which might have a sound. But in terms of all the things in your signal chain, the Shanling Transport is probably the least likely to have a sound.
So I used it as a CD Transport, and it worked very well for that. I hooked it up via the SPDIF connection. One thing about it is it doesn't come with a power supply. It's assumed that either you're going to hook it up to a 5 amp or 5 volt computer source from USB, or it has provisions for a 12 volt external supply, which is what I used with it. Actually, I used a really good supply that is available through FIO. Also, Jade is a co-brand. About $150. It's nice and heavy. It's a linear supply. It doesn't put any noise back into the line. And another little thing that I used with the Shanling is this little capacitor bank. It can go up to this one's 30 volt, 5 volts to 30 volts, and up to 20 amps. And basically it just holds power and feeds it into the Shanling. It smooths out any ripples or any weirdnesses to the power supply. So if you really want to listen to CDs and want a good transport to listen to them on, this might be a very good option for you. So, because it's very well made. I mean, it's heavy. It ticks all the boxes for being a real component, and it does that job quite nicely. So, for some people, this will be a nice bargain, $300. For other people, if they're looking for a CD ripper or something to use with their portable Android to rip onto your Android, yeah, maybe not. So it's one of those odd devices that, again, some people are going to love, some people not so much. But it's certainly well made, so if you do buy it, I think you'll enjoy it.